memorable and life-changing event. As we stand among family and friends, we take stock of all that has passed to bring us here. Many have traveled long distances, and this effort is greatly appreciated. The covenant of marriage is the empowerment of the individual. Betsy and Andy stand here as a result of a choice, an attraction, an assessment with a clear goal of declaring intent. You don't need to. Your shared path doesn't demand marriage from you. You choose. It is in that choice that there is power. You choose to bring your skill. You choose to bring your energy. You choose to bring your passion. And you choose to bring yourself. Now, I've known Betsy and Andy for a while now, and while my ability to pick up on subtle hints that two people may be developing more than a strictly professional relationship has been demonstrated to be poor, it is quite clear that they have a bond that is strengthened by patience and caring. It is not often that one witnesses a couple exchanging flowers while hunting for moose, or perhaps lingering too long around an ice hole. The shared attraction to nature has been clear, and no more so with the choice of where we are today. How many of you have ever been to a wedding on a lake in March? They've found something that simply can't be borrowed. They have, to paraphrase Ralph Waldo Emerson, adopted the pace of nature, and her secret is patience. There is a mystique and a mystery to marriage, and generations have wrestled with the notion of love and attraction and the completion of companionship. I would argue they have achieved very little meaningfully. Plato writes in the Symposium that according to Greek mythology, humans were originally created with 4 arms, 4 legs, and a head with 2 faces. Fearing their power, Zeus split them into 2 separate parts, condemning them to spend their lives in search of their other halves. This is a common idea across traditions. In Chinese philosophy, the concept of yin and yang describes how opposite or contrary forces are complementary, interconnected, and interdependent. The completion of the whole is what defines attraction to the other, and of love. The declaration of this completion is what makes this ceremony special. Like the completion of a race, the final chapter of a thesis, or the unceremonious landing of a fish through the ice, there's joy in saying I've done it, but saying we've done it is far more significant. So as we are gathered here to support and affirm the commitment of marriage, it is important to note that the strong relationships do not just happen, they grow and evolve. Given this evolution in the shared profession of Betsy and Andy, nothing could be more appropriate in this moment as hearing how Charles Darwin himself weighed the pros and cons of marriage. Excerpted directly from his notebook, and this will be read by Robert Banish.
Not marry. Freedom to go where one likes, conversation with clever men at clubs, not forced to visit relatives, and to bend in every trifle. To have the expense and anxiety of children, perhaps quarreling, lots of time, cannot read in the evenings. Fatness and idleness, anxiety and responsibility, less money for books. Marry. Children, if it pleases God, constant companion and friend in old age, who will feel interested in one, object to be beloved and played with. Better than a dog anyhow. Charms of music and chit-chat. Home. These things are good for one's health. My God, it is unthinkable to think of spending one's whole life working, working, and nothing after all. No. No won't do. Imagine living all one's days solitarily. Only picture to yourself a nice, soft wife on a sofa with good fire and books and music. Compare this vision with dingy reality. Marry, marry, marry.
That has to be one of the funniest readings I've ever seen. We will next hear words of the University of Evansville writer and academic and amateur boxer, William Bear, who captures the transient nature of opportunity. And this will be read by Kayla Calderwood.
Snowflake by William Bear. Timing's everything. The vapor rises, high in the sky, tossing to and fro, then freezes suddenly and crystallizes into a perfect flake of miraculous snow. For countless miles drifting east above, the world whirling about in a swirling free-for-all, appearing aimless, just like love, but sensing, seeking out its destiny. Falling to where the two young skaters stand, hand in hand, then flips and dips and whips itself about to ever so softly land, a miracle, across her unkissed lips. As he blocks the wind raging from the south, leaning forward to kiss her lovely mouth.
But not yet. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event. I invite Betsy and Andy to share with the world why they are here today. So come on in a little bit closer, perhaps. So Betsy, please repeat after me. I, Betsy, take you, Andrew, to be my husband.
Take you, Andrew, to be my husband.
I will share my life with yours.
I will share my life with yours.
Build our dreams together.
Build our dreams together.
Support you through times of trouble.
Support you through times of trouble.
And rejoice with you in times of happiness.
And rejoice with you in times of happiness.
I promise to give you respect, love, and loyalty.
I promise to give you respect, love, and loyalty.
Through all the trials and triumphs of our lives together.
Through all the trials and triumphs of our love together.
This commitment is made in love, kept in faith, and lived in hope.
This commitment is made in love, kept in faith, and lived in hope.
And made new every day of our lives.
And made new every day of our lives.
SF. Andy, please repeat after me. I, Andrew, take you, Betsy, to be my wife.
I, Andrew, take you, Betsy, to be my wife.
I will share my life with yours.
I will share my life with yours.
Build our dreams together.
Build our dreams together.
Support you through times of trouble.
Support you through times of trouble.
And rejoice with you in times of happiness.
And rejoice with you in times of happiness.
I promise to give you respect, love, and loyalty.
I promise to give you respect, love, and loyalty.
Through all the trials and triumphs of our lives together.
Through all the trials and triumphs of our lives together.
This commitment is made in love, kept in faith, and lived in hope.
This commitment is made in love, kept in faith, and lived in hope.
And made new every day of our lives.
And made new every day of our lives.
Right. Your wedding rings are the outward and visible sign of the inward, and the invisible bond which already unites you two in love. I ask Seth Kimball to give Betsy's ring to Andy. Andy, place the ring on Betsy's finger and repeat after me. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
Wear it with love and joy.
Wear it with love and joy.
As this ring has no end,
As this ring has no end,
my love is also forever.
my love is also forever.
Seth, now please give Andy's ring to Betsy. Betsy, place the ring on Andy's finger and repeat after me. With this ring,
With this ring,
I marry you.
I marry you.
Wear this ring forever
Wear this ring forever
as a sign of my love.
as a sign of
May the wedding rings that you exchange today remind you always that you are surrounded by enduring love. So at this time, take a step back. We're going to do something a little bit different. If you want to bring forward the table. These are not beverages.
Who's thirsty?
You made that joke last night. There are many traditions that can be invoked to capture the significance of this moment. The iodine clock is an effective means to demonstrate chemical kinetics in a striking visual fashion. Today, Betsy and Andy have chosen this as a symbol of the process and promise of a developing relationship. As the two are mixed, merely bringing them together is not sufficient to bring about the full potential. Only with time and patience do the two fully become one, with a fundamental shift in capacity and capability. This is not an erasure of the individual. The two parts are still there, but there is a new bond, a synergy that is revealed as a conspicuous difference to the world.
Good things come in time.
No one was worried, I'm sure. So this ceremony itself has no magic. Life for Betsy and Andy will not be markedly different from yesterday. But marriage is a bond between two people that involves responsibility and legalities in addition to the commitment and challenges we acknowledge. I asked Sam Davis and Seth Kimball to approach. The signing of a marriage certificate is not just a legal requirement. It is, in fact, an ancient custom that must be entered into consensually and witnessed by the community. In the year 866, Pope Nicholas I wrote that if consent be lacking in a marriage, all other celebrations are rendered void. Having committed yourselves to a completed whole before your friends and family, I ask you to do so now before the state of Maine. So, as we get to the end of this ceremony, Betsy and Andy, to quote a source that needs no introduction, may love, true love, follow you forever, so treasure your love. Now, before your family and friends, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. O'Malley. You can lay one out.
Lazy yellow moon coming up tonight, shining through the trees. Crickets are singing and the lightning bugs are floating on the breeze. Baby, get ready. Across the field where the creek turns back by the old stumble road,